If you're a service-based business owner and are looking for a brand photographer, this video will show you exactly how to find one, including how to search one on Instagram, so that way you don't waste money getting brand visuals that don't represent your brand or help you grow. The first tip in actually finding a great brand photographer is you want to look for someone that not just only give you pretty photos, but also give you strategy. So what I mean by strategy is basically they need to be able to help you plan a shoot from start to finish. They also need to be able to give you ideas as far as how to use your content, brand messaging, or anything that relates to how to use your content after you get your final brand photos and videos. So I know you might be thinking hey LJ, I can just get a regular photographer and get the photos taken for my business. Then after that, I can actually just hire a marketing strategist to do all that. But I'm here to tell you is that you can do that. It'll cost even more money for you to hire somebody else to do the marketing for you. But when in reality, you can actually have a brand photographer do that for you, because 9 times out of 10, especially if they're a specialist, they have that within them as far as being able to help you with marketing, give you content ideas, etc. So definitely you want to have somebody that actually will give you some strategy, not only just pretty photos. The second tip you can use to help you find the right brand photographer in your business is to review their portfolio. So reviewing their portfolio, you can check it out on their Instagram page or their website. And as a secret tip, most photographers are very active on Instagram, so you definitely want to check out Instagram. And when you review their portfolio, you want to check and see if they work with people in a similar industry as you. For example, if you're a realtor, you want to check out to see if they worked with realtors before. And also, you want to check out to see if their editing style matches your brand, because you definitely don't want to have a photographer style clashing with your style. So you want to make sure all that is aligned. And last but not least, you want to check to see if the clients they took photos and or videos for, if they're authentic, and meaning that they look natural in the pictures, you can see their personality, and etc. So keep those in mind when actually looking through their portfolio. The next tip you can use to help you find the right brand photographer for your business is to ask about the process. So meaning you need to go ahead and ask about the process as far as, do they help you with planning out your shoot? Do they help you out with content ideas, etc.? If they don't have a process, then pretty much all they just there is just to take pictures. And honestly, that's a red flag. You need someone that does more than take pictures, as I explained in tip number 1. So make sure they have a process in play. Make sure that their process is clearly stated. And if you don't know their process or don't see it on their socials, definitely ask about them by just emailing them. The next tip you can use to help you find the right brand photographer for your business is to check their testimonials. So you want to check their testimonials, whether it be Google reviews or reviews on their websites, or even reviews on their Instagram page. And in these testimonials, you want to check to see what the experience was like working with the photographer. And you also want to check to see if the client actually grew from the session. And last but not least, you also want to check and see from after receiving the visuals that they got from them, if they received a return on investment. So all these play a big factor into choosing the right brand photographer. So make sure you check those testimonials. The next tip you can do to help you choose the right brand photographer is to make sure you not choose based on price alone. Now I know, I get it, we are in a tough economy. Inflation is at an all-time high, but you don't need to be choosing the photographer based on price alone, because if you choose based on price alone, 9 times out of 10, you're gonna end up paying a lot of money on the back end. So meaning if you choose a photographer that charges $200 to $500 for a brand session and they don't convert afterwards, then pretty much you just wasted money and you just got a whole gallery of pictures. So you want to choose based on the value that the photographer brings. So outside of pretty photos, you want to make sure do they provide strategy? Do they give you marketing resources? Do they give you ideas on how you can actually use your photos, so that way you can get a return on investment? So make sure you don't choose on price alone, because you don't want to pay for it on the back end. So choose quality over the price. As a bonus tip to find a great photographer for your business is you can actually check out Instagram. And I alluded to Instagram earlier, but Instagram is one of the best places you can actually check to find a good brand photographer. So basically what you want to do is you want to go to Instagram and use the keywords of brand photographer But as an even powerful one, you want to use the city that you're in and then use the keywords brand photographer. For example, if you are in the Atlanta area, you want to check out and use keywords called Atlanta brand photographer. Or if you're looking for a videographer, you want to check out Atlanta brand videographer. And 9 times out of 10, the things that come up, these are going to be photographers and videographers that actually specialize in brand photographer or videography. And use that to search for brand photographers and videographers in your area. And also, you can actually check out tag posts too, and also hashtag. And that's another bonus tip too, if you really want to save time, is use ChatGPT. So same thing, all you do is use your city, help me to find the best brand photographers in Atlanta, and use the deep research function. And it will show you based off of rankings and Google search and all these other sources who is the best one within your area, and then you can do your search from there. Now that you know exactly how to choose the right brand photographer for your business, now let me go ahead and show you what happens once you book one. In the next video, I'll be showing you our full start to finish process of what it looks like to book a brand photo shoot with us, so that way you can look confident and feel comfortable on session day, so that way you can show up authentically for your brand. And you can actually check that video out right over here.